Hi guys, this is Keita, don't be a hater. So against overwhelming odds of crazy pandemic situation, I happen to have a pretty busy schedule last couple weeks. So I want to talk about it on YouTube. And I'm realizing now that how difficult it is to be active on YouTube. Unless you are a full-time YouTuber, you have your own thing, you have your main gig or whatever, and you want to talk about it on the YouTube. But when you have a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to prepare, you have to study songs, or you have to go to some places like physically, you just don't have time to do this. And sometimes creating 5 minutes video, it takes about 3 or 4 hours depending on how much you want to put into it. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. As a musician, sometimes you have a downtime. You don't have a gig for like a few weeks, and you're just sitting around on the couch or something and just whining about how miserable your life is and stuff like that. You don't want to make that kind of video either. So when you're busy, when you have an exciting life, you can make video, and when you don't have gigs and you have a miserable life, you can't make video. So you can make video anyways. But I just found a little time slot now, so I just decided to make a video. So I had a rehearsal and a gig with Joaquin Joyner, amazing saxophonist, and he's a really good friend of mine. I have known him for quite a long time. I still remember when I first met him at the club in Santa Monica called Carvel's. At that time I was watching Marcus Johnson's live DVD a lot. That was my favorite live DVD at that time, and I was watching that over and over again. And there he was. When I saw him at the club, I was a little starstruck. Not much, but a little bit of it. I was watching the DVD over and over again because that DVD is really good. You guys definitely should check it out. DVD. It sounds so old. Then a few years later from that, I got hired to play a guitar for Keiko Matsui. Then guess who was on the saxophone chair? Joaquin. Since then, we became friends. We went around all around the world together. And at that time, he was already working as a solo artist. So he kind of took me on to it, and I learned a lot from him about the business, about smooth jazz in general, and I learned a lot about festivals, and also he introduced me to a lot of musicians that I still play with. So yeah, I can say that he really helped me out on my life as a musician in Los Angeles. Then I had a gig with Ilya Serov. He's amazing trumpet player, singer, and amazing artist. And also, I have known him quite a long time. I have known him since he didn't have any black friends. Actually, this is a true story. And actually, I was one of the bridge builders of him, taken out of the swing world, introduced him to the backbeat world. But then after I introduced him to the smooth jazz world or backbeat world, he totally surpassed me from there. He totally surpassed me, and he just became really successful in that realm. So I'm good for him. I'm very, very happy for him. Also, I had a really cool opportunity to play in a live taping event in a beautiful theater called Miracle Theater. This event was produced by Chuck Dennis. Chuck is a very famous event organizer, producer in LA area, and he has done a lot of like jazz festivals and stuff. And one day he called me up and he had an idea of doing this like live taping event. When I got a call from him, I was very thrilled and I was very, very honored because I have a huge respect to somebody like Chuck who uses this kind of turmoil situation, turn it into inspiration to start a new thing, and have a courage to tackle on to the tough situation and create something positive. So yeah, I just like, yeah, let's do it. On this event, I had a chance to play 2 of my original songs as a solo artist. So it was really cool. I think the DVD or the streaming service is going to start pretty soon, maybe by the end of this year or something, because they're saying that they're editing right now. I am really excited to see how it came out, because the crew was like top notch. The camera and all the equipment were like super like TV quality stuff. So I'm really excited to see that. Then I had a gig with Greg Adams and East Bay Soul, 2 nights. Now this gig was kind of special to me because since this pandemic started, Greg has been doing this Facebook Live living room concert since like May or so. So we have done almost like 17 shows, like over 17 weeks. But maybe more than that. I can't even remember the exact number of it. And every Friday we get together at Greg's house and we, played music together. And we knew that we were not supposed to do that, and we are fully aware of the risk and everything, but we kind of really had to do it in order to keep our sanity. Not for our health, but like more for our like mental health. Well, it is a hindsight, but after the 17 weeks, nobody got sick and nobody got COVID, and so I believe, I think we did the right thing because we totally kept our mindset, in a healthy condition and got through this tough time together. So I feel I owe a lot to Greg and Andrea to get through this really tough time. So thanks a lot. Okay, that's about it for today. And thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one. Thanks.